Two names forever intertwined: Tupac, Biggie, East Coast, West Coast, legends, rivals. One question remains. The world watched as hip-hop exploded. Two young artists rose to the top, their lyrics, raw, powerful, resonated with millions. But their story is not just about music, it's a tale of friendship, betrayal, and ultimately, tragedy. Their lives cut short at the height of their fame, leaving behind a legacy shrouded in mystery. In the beginning, there was camaraderie, mutual respect. Tupac and Biggie shared stages, dreams, and aspirations. But fame has a price, and their friendship became a casualty. Jealousy, misunderstandings, the pressure, it all mounted. The East Coast versus the West Coast, a rivalry fueled by the media and escalating tensions between their respective crews. The music became a battleground. Diss tracks back and forth, fanning the flames of an already volatile situation. Then, it happened. In the blink of an eye, the world was forever changed. A moment so sudden, so unexpected, it left everyone in shock. The unthinkable. Gunshots echoed through the night, piercing the silence of the urban jungle. The sound of violence, unmistakable and terrifying. In the night, silencing, a rising star. The city, usually alive with the hum of nightlife, was suddenly thrown into chaos. A promising future, extinguished in an instant. Tupac Shakur, gone. A name that resonated with millions, now spoken in hushed tones of sorrow and disbelief. A legend taken too soon. At the age of 25, the world mourned. Fans, friends, and family gathered, their hearts heavy with grief. The loss was palpable, the pain immeasurable, a life taken too soon. But the questions, they lingered, haunting those left behind. Who could have done this? Why? Lingered. Who killed Tupac? The investigation began, but answers were elusive. Detectives worked tirelessly, piecing together fragments of a shattered night. Was it a random act? A senseless crime in a city where violence was not uncommon? Or was there something more sinister at play? Or a carefully orchestrated hit? Conspiracy theories abound. Fingers pointed, accusations flew, some whispered, of a cover-up. Theories ranged from the plausible to the outlandish, each adding to the mystery. Others claimed revenge. Was it a vendetta, a score to settle? The motives were as varied as the suspects. The truth remains elusive. Despite countless investigations, the real story remains hidden in the shadows, lost in a haze of speculation. Theories and rumors swirl, but concrete evidence is scarce. The truth, it seems, is just out of reach. But one thing's for sure, this is a story that continues to captivate decades later. The mystery of Tupac Shakur's death remains a topic of fascination, a puzzle that the world is still trying to solve. His legacy lives on, not just in his music, but in the enduring quest for answers. Born in the heart of Harlem, Sean Combs, a hustler's spirit from the start, his father, involved in street life, met a tragic end. Young, Sean learned the art of survival, resourcefulness, his weapon, ambition, his driving force, music, his escape. He organized parties at Howard University, honing his entrepreneurial skills, his eye for talent already evident, an internship at Uptown Records, his foot in the door. He rose quickly from intern to A&R executive, his destiny unfolding.
Yeah, 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2.
Section 2 arose from concrete. Across the country in California, Tupac Shakur faced his own struggles. Poverty, exposure to violence shaped his perspective. But Tupac found solace in art. His mother, a Black Panther, instilled in him a sense of social justice. He channeled his experiences into his lyrics. Raw, honest, unapologetic. His words resonated with a generation. He started as a roadie for Digital Underground. His talent couldn't be contained. He became a hip-hop icon. Section 3, the birth of Bad Boy. In the early 90s, the music industry was on the brink of a revolution. A young, ambitious Sean Combs, also known as Puff Daddy, was about to change the game forever. Sean Combs, driven by an insatiable hunger for success and a vision for the future of hip-hop, left Uptown Records to create his own empire. He was determined to carve out a space where creativity and business acumen could coexist harmoniously. Thus, Bad Boy Records was born. It quickly became a force to be reckoned with in the music industry. The label was not just about music, it was about creating a cultural movement. The team at Bad Boy Records worked tirelessly, driven by a shared vision of innovation and excellence. One of Sean Combs' most significant moves was signing the Notorious B.I.G, a Brooklyn rapper with a lyrical prowess unmatched at the time. Biggie's raw talent and unique style resonated with audiences, and success was imminent. His debut album, Ready to Die, became an instant classic, solidifying Bad Boy's place in hip-hop history. Bad Boy Records became synonymous with a new sound, a new era of hip-hop that blended gritty street narratives with polished production. The label's music dominated the airwaves and the clubs, creating anthems that defined a generation. The infectious beats and memorable lyrics had everyone dancing and singing along. At the helm of this burgeoning empire was Sean "Puffy" Combs, a visionary who saw beyond the music. He was not just a producer, he was a master orchestrator, directing music videos, crafting hit records, and shaping the careers of his artists with a meticulous attention to detail. Sean Combs was more than just a producer. He was a shrewd businessman who understood the intricacies of the music industry. He knew how to navigate the complex landscape of contracts, promotions, and marketing, ensuring that Bad Boy Records stayed ahead of the competition. He was a brand builder, an innovator who saw the potential in merging music with fashion, lifestyle, and culture. Sean Combs launched various ventures, from clothing lines to fragrances, all under the Bad Boy umbrella, creating a multifaceted brand that extended far beyond music. Sean Combs understood the power of image and marketing. He meticulously crafted the Bad Boy brand, ensuring that every visual, every campaign, and every product reflected the essence of what Bad Boy stood for. His ability to blend artistry with business savvy set a new standard in the industry, making Bad Boy Records a legendary name in hip-hop. Section 4. Ambition and Alliance. Tupac witnessed the rise of Bad Boy. He saw a kindred spirit in Sean Combs, both ambitious, driven, destined for greatness. Their paths crossed at industry events, parties, award shows. A friendship bloomed, fueled by mutual respect and admiration. They collaborated on music, shared ideas, dreamed big. Their bond seemed unbreakable, a force to be reckoned with. Little did they know their friendship would be tested, stretched thin by the pressures of fame and a growing rivalry. Beneath the surface, tensions simmered. East Coast, West Coast, a rivalry, fueled by the media and competitive spirits. Tupac felt slighted by the success of Bad Boy Records. He saw it as a threat to his own dominance, his loyalty to the West Coast. Unwavering, he felt a responsibility to defend it against all comers. The friendship between Tupac and Biggie strained. Cracks began to show, the seeds of discord sown. November 30th, 1994, a date etched in hip-hop history. Tupac Shakur arrived at Quad Recording Studios in New York City. He was there to record a song with a fellow rapper. Little did he know, his life was about to change forever. As he entered the lobby, gunmen ambushed him, shooting him 5 times. Chaos erupted. Tupac survived the attack, but the incident left him shaken, paranoid, and convinced of a conspiracy against him. The Quad Studios shooting ignited a firestorm in the hip-hop world. The East Coast, West Coast rivalry exploded dramatically. Tupac publicly accused Biggie and Puffy of involvement in the shooting, fueling the flames of the conflict. Diss tracks became weapons, each side trading lyrical blows. The airwaves became a battleground for supremacy. The media sensationalized the feud, fanning the flames of conflict, of discord, turning rivals into sworn enemies forever. Section 4, Coast versus Coast. The music industry became polarized. Artists chose sides, East Coast or West Coast. The lines were drawn. Concerts became dangerous. Security heightened. The fear of violence palpable in the air. The rivalry transcended music. It became a cultural phenomenon, reflecting the social and racial tensions of the time. The world watched in horror as two of hip-hop's biggest stars were consumed by the very forces they had helped create. Section 5. An Unforgettable Interview. In 1995, Tupac Shakur sat down for an interview with Vibe magazine. He spoke candidly about the shooting and his rivals. He maintained his innocence in the Quad Studios incident, but his words were laced with anger and defiance. He addressed the rumors of Biggie and Puffy's involvement. His words measured but filled with menace. The interview became infamous, a glimpse into the mind of a man haunted by paranoia and determined to have his say. Section 1. Fight Night in Vegas, September 7, 1996. Las Vegas buzzed with anticipation. Mike Tyson set to fight Bruce Seldon at the MGM Grand. Among the celebrities in attendance, Tupac Shakur accompanied by Suge Knight, head of Death Row Records. The atmosphere electric, Tupac in high spirits, the fight a mere prelude to a night of celebration. He was set to perform at Club 662 after the fight, the tension between East and West Coast reaching a fever pitch. Section 2. Shots ring out. The fight ended quickly. Tyson, victorious. As Tupac and his entourage exited the MGM Grand, they encountered a rival gang member. An altercation erupted in the casino lobby. A brawl, caught on camera. Security footage later revealing the chaos. As the fight spilled out onto the Las Vegas Strip, gunshots rang out. Panic gripped the crowd. Tupac hit multiple times. Suge Knight injured. The assailants speeding off into the night, unidentified. News of the shooting spread like wildfire. Las Vegas reeled from the violence that had shaken its glittering facade. Fans gathered outside the hospital where Tupac clung to life, holding on to hope, praying for a miracle. The world held its breath as doctors fought to save the young icon. The gravity of the situation sinking in, the rivalry between East and West Coast had escalated to a terrifying new level. The consequences devastating. For 6 days, Tupac Shakur battled for his life, his condition critical, the world on edge awaiting news. His family and friends kept vigil at his bedside, their hopes dwindling with each passing hour. On September 13, 1996, the news no one wanted to hear. Tupac Shakur succumbed to his injuries. He was 25. The world mourned a life cut tragically short, a talent silenced too soon. His music, his message, forever frozen in time. Section 5. A Legacy Unfinished. Tupac Shakur's death sent shockwaves through the music industry and beyond. He was more than just a rapper, he was a poet, a revolutionary, a voice for the voiceless. His lyrics reflected the pain and struggle of a generation. His death marked a turning point in hip-hop history. The East Coast-West Coast rivalry reached its tragic climax. But Tupac's legacy lived on. His music continued to inspire and ignite passions. Even in death, he remained a legend. The official story, Tupac Shakur gunned down in a random act of violence, but from the beginning, doubts lingered. Too many unanswered questions, too many loose ends. Whispers of a conspiracy began to circulate. Some believed the Las Vegas Police Department had not conducted a thorough investigation. Others suspected a cover-up. The seeds of doubt were planted in the minds of millions, fueled by grief, anger, and a hunger for the truth. One name surfaced repeatedly in connection with Tupac's murder: the notorious Biggie Smalls, Tupac's arch-rival. The theory Biggie, motivated by jealousy and the East Coast-West Coast feud, had orchestrated the hit. Some pointed to the fact that Biggie and Puff Daddy were in Las Vegas that night, though never officially linked to the crime. The theory gained traction, fueled by the media and the already existing tensions between the two coasts. Section 3. A calculated hit? Others believe Tupac's murder was not a crime of passion but a carefully planned execution. They pointed to Tupac's growing involvement in the world of gangsta rap and his affiliation with Death Row Records. Death Row, notorious for its connections to the streets and its ruthless business practices, enemies everywhere. Some theorized Tupac had crossed the wrong people, and his murder was a message, a brutal reminder of the cost of fame. Section 4. The Illuminati Theory. As years passed and no arrests were made, more outlandish theories began to emerge. Some whispered of a deeper, more sinister plot. The Illuminati, a secret society rumored to control world events and eliminate those who threaten their power. Tupac, with his growing influence and revolutionary message, had become a threat to the established order. They claimed the Illuminati had orchestrated his assassination to silence his powerful voice. Section 5. Alive and in hiding. And then, there were those who refused to believe Tupac Shakur was truly gone. Despite the official reports and the overwhelming evidence, a significant number of fans and conspiracy theorists clung to the hope that Tupac had somehow managed to escape the tragic fate that befell him on that fateful night in Las Vegas. Sightings of the rapper were reported around the world, fueling rumors that he had faked his death to escape the pressures of fame. From small towns in the United States to bustling cities abroad, people claimed to have seen Tupac alive and well, blending into the crowd, living a life far removed from the chaos of his past. Some believed he was in hiding, living a quiet life away from the spotlight. They imagined him in suburban neighborhoods, perhaps in disguise, enjoying the anonymity that he could never have as a global superstar. The idea that Tupac could be walking down a quiet street, just another face in the crowd, was both thrilling and comforting to his fans. Others claimed he was biding his time, waiting for the right moment to return. They speculated that Tupac was watching the world from the shadows, planning a grand comeback that would shock the world and reclaim his place in the music industry. The ticking clock symbolized the anticipation and the hope that one day, Tupac would step back into the limelight. The idea of Tupac still being alive offered comfort to his devoted fans, a glimmer of hope in the face of tragedy. Candlelight vigils and gatherings of fans with Tupac memorabilia became more than just a way to honor his memory. They were a testament to the enduring belief that their idol was still out there, somewhere, waiting to return. The truth, however, remains elusive. The foggy, mysterious landscape and the empty stage with a single spotlight symbolize the uncertainty and the unanswered questions that continue to surround Tupac's fate. Despite the numerous theories and the countless sightings, the reality of what happened to Tupac Shakur remains a mystery, leaving fans in the world to wonder, is he truly alive and in hiding, or is it just a hopeful illusion? Years have passed since that fateful night in Las Vegas, but the legacy of Tupac Shakur endures. His music still resonates with millions, his lyrics as powerful today as they were then, a testament to his talent. He is remembered as a poet, a revolutionary, a voice for the voiceless, his music a reflection of his time and ours. Sean Puffy Combs went on to achieve unprecedented success in the music industry, but the shadow of that era remains. The murder of Tupac Shakur remains unsolved, a cold case haunted by conspiracy theories and speculation. The truth, lost in a haze of rumors and conflicting accounts. Perhaps it will never be known, but the questions linger, a reminder of a life cut short and a mystery that continues to captivate. The world is left to ponder what might have been had Tupac Shakur lived to fulfill his potential. Tupac and Biggie, forever linked by their talent, their rivalry, and their untimely deaths. They were victims of a culture that often glorifies violence and a system that perpetuates inequality. Their story is a cautionary tale about the price of fame, the dangers of rivalry, and the enduring power of music. We remember them for their art, their message, and the impact they had on the world. Tupac and Biggie, hip-hop's fallen sons.